Hola chicos, ¿cómo están? Es su teacher Ricardo. Estamos en la clase del 14 de abril, del martes 14 de abril, ¿vale? En nuestra clase de inglés medio en el Centro Cultural Eduardo Úrculo. ¿Qué vamos a hacer hoy? The last class we talked about some specific verbal tenses. Right now, I want you to identify those verbal tenses through this reading. I would like you to invite you to read with me The Bracelet. The Bracelet is a story really amazing because of the end of the story. I want you to discover and to follow this story with me to practice your English and identify all the verbs and the tenses that the people use to speak. Okay, let's start with that. The bracelet. There is always something exciting about receiving an unexpected gift when it comes to you from someone who passed away 10 years ago. You can identify here exciting, talking about the continue with the receiving, and then unexpected gift when it comes to you who passed. You talk about the past, the ed, okay? 10 years ago. It is all the more intriguing, okay? Camila ran upstairs to her bedroom. There was an old wooden vase lying on her nightstand. Her mother had been rummaging through her grandmother's old things and found a box with Camila's name on it. She opened it and found the most beautiful silver bracelet among some old Georgian currency that her grandmother no doubt brought over from the old country. She had heard plenty of stories about her childhood there. Let's see what happens with that, ¿ok? Miren la traducción. Siempre hay algo emocionante acerca de recibir un regalo inesperado. Remember, in the other sets about receiving an unexpected gift. Cuando viene de alguien que murió, passed away is the best way to say when somebody die. Okay, you don't used to speak with the people and say my grandmother died. No, if you have some respect for that person, you talk about pass away. Pass away is the best way to tell somebody that is not with us, that he goes to heaven, that he is in a better place. Okay, so continue with that. Siempre hay algo emocionante acerca de recibir un regalo inesperado. Cuando te llega de alguien que murió hace 10 años, es todavía más intrigante. Camila corrió hacia arriba, hacia su cuarto. Había una caja vieja de madera reposando sobre su mesa de noche. Su madre había estado hurgando entre las cosas viejas de su abuela y encontró una caja con el nombre Camila en ella. La abrió y encontró la pulsera de plata más hermosa entre algunas monedas georgianas, que su abuela sin duda trajo desde su viejo país. Había escuchado muchas historias acerca de su niñez allí. Let's wait for that. If you, for example, you have the difference between coins. Coins are the metal thing, the metal money, and currency is the divisa. If you talk about currency, you are talking about, for example, the euro. But if you're talking about a coin, es una moneda de euro. Hay que diferenciar eso. Un currency es la divisa como tal. El dólar, el euro como tal. Y el coin es la moneda. She tried the bracelet on. It's beautiful, she thought. I wonder if she kept this especially for me. She had never seen her grandmother wear it. She had just completed. Look at the bird. Kept. Okay, had just and completed. Okay, the bracelet felt the 28. The bracelet felt like an unexpected birthday present. Unexpected birthday present. Yes, there is a note, she whispered, as she pulled the little sheet of paper out from under the coins. Did you see? Do you see? There is the word coins. When she's talking about the coins, it's like she moved the metal things, not the currency. Currency is the other thing. She opened it carefully, gently, blowing away the dust that had collected on it. Look at, there is a lot of past perfect simple around the test. Is one of the tenses that they use a lot. Okay. Ella se probó la pulsera. Es hermosa, pensó. Me pregunto si guardo esto precisamente para mí. Nunca había visto a su abuela ponérsela. Había acabado de cumplir 28 años y la pulsera se sentía como un regalo de cumpleaños inesperado. Si hay una nota, susurró mientras sacó la pequeña hoja de papel de por debajo de las monedas. La abrió con cuidado, suavemente soplando el polvo que se había acumulado sobre ella. Okay? Let's continue with that. My dear Camila. When you talk about a note that your grandmother left, maybe you have to use special tenses to talk about. Let's see. How strange you must feel to be reading this after I am gone. Okay? How strange you must feel to be reading this after I am gone. As you know, there was nothing I love more than seeing your face light up as I handed you a surprise gift. I wish I could see your face now. Yes, the bracelet is for you. It's the most valuable thing I own. Okay? At least in terms of sentimental value. I knew from the moment you were born that it would be something I would pass on to you. You must have tried it on already, but before you decide to wear it and show it as your grandmother's last gift to you, I would like to tell you the story behind it. What you would like to do with it after that will be entirely up to you. When you say all up to you, it's like somebody don't have the responsibility for the action they do. For example, I say all up to you, it's like I am advising you that if you do something, it's your fault, not my fault. Okay? If you lose something, it's your fault, not my fault. When you want to give to somebody else the responsibility, you say all up to you. Okay? The mothers used to say all the time, all up to you if you do something or not bad. Okay? When I was little kid, also when I was in the classroom, I remember the teacher when they want to say to me something that if I did that, it would be bad. It would be bad. For example, they say all up to you, and doesn't and they don't try to explain that it was bad or not. Only say all up to you. Okay. Mi querida Camila, ¿Cómo se debe sentir de extraño el estar leyendo esto después de que me haya ido? Como tú sabes, no había nada que amara tanto como el ver tu cara iluminarse cuando te entregaba un regalo sorpresa. Ojalá pudiera ver tu cara ahora. Si el brazalete es para ti, sí, el brazalete es para ti, es el objeto de más valor que poseo, por lo menos en términos de valor sentimental. Supe desde el momento en que naciste que sería algo que te daría. Tú ya te lo debes haber probado, pero antes de que decidas utilizarlo y mostrarlo como el último regalo de tu abuela para ti, me gustaría contarte la historia detrás de él. Lo que quieras hacer con él después depende completamente de ti. Oh, that's perfect. It's a mysterious story about the bracelet, and we are going to know that story. Okay? Let's continue. I have already told you plenty of stories of my childhood in Georgia. But there was one I never told you or anyone else. As I have mentioned to you before, in the 80s and 90s, Georgia was part of the Russian Empire, and the town of Gori was a violent, lawless place. A culture of violence and brutality was prevalent, and the police were ineffective and corrupt. It was a hard environment for boys to grow up in, and even harder for a sweet, sensitive boy like Joseph. Let's see what happened with that boy. Who is that boy? What happened with him? He was in a terrible situation in a bad country with bad situation. Ya te he contado muchas historias sobre mi niñez en Georgia, pero hubo una que nunca te conté, o a nadie más. Como ya te he mencionado, en los años 1880 y 1890, Georgia hacía parte del Imperio Ruso, y el pueblo de Gori era un lugar violento y anárquico. Una cultura de violencia y brutalidad era prevalente y la policía era inefectiva y corrupta. Este era un ambiente difícil para los niños crecer, e incluso más difícil incluso más difícil aún para un niño dulce y sensible como Joseph. What happened with Joseph? Who was Joseph? Let's discover who was Joseph, as they call Soso. Okay? Soso, as he was known by those close to him, was sweet, kind, and caring, but rarely showed that side of himself to anyone but me. She was deception. The only person that he shows himself really with the granny. Maybe they were together or were something, friends, boyfriend, girlfriend. Maybe there is a story behind of these little childs. Okay. His father was an alcoholic and beat him, and his mother mercilessly beat him, and his mother mercilessly. Okay, that word has a special thing that I have to explain you really good. But if you want to know what happens with Joseph, and you want to know the whole story or everything, you have to follow the next video, and you have to continue with me in the English classes. Okay, I recommend you to continue with the next video and to continue watching all the classes. Okay, thank you for coming, thank you for your attention, and have a really nice day. Thank you. Goodbye.